The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis. Map of Narnia so you guys can get a feel for it, and I will always go back to this during the end of each chapter. I have all of them, so we will be reading them in order. The cast of characters. Aslan. Now, what I used to do is I used to draw each and every character that would occur, and I would draw the representation as written when we first met them. And then I would draw the picture of the scene being written. I don't do that as often anymore because I'm able to determine it in my mind's eye, but I used to have a real struggle of seeing it without seeing it. Which is why I started drawing, actually. And, hi, sweetheart. My cat is determining that he is needing to add commentary to this, but each character has their own soul, for lack of a better term, their own personality, their own description, their own energy, and each one thrives off of the other in a different way. And it's just interesting to capture that. So the first character we meet is Aslan, the king lord of the world, of the whole wood, and the son of the emperor across the sea. Aslan is the lion, the great lion. He comes and goes as when he pleases. He comes to overthrow the witch and save Narnia. Aslan appears in all 7 books. He is, I believe, if my memory serves, one of the only characters that appears in all 7 books, which is quite the feat, in my opinion. Diggory Kirk, I believe I'm saying that right. If I'm not, please let me know. But Diggory was there at the very beginning in The Magician's Nephew, and he was also in the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. If it were not for Diggory's courage, we might never have heard of Narnia. Find out why in Magician's Nephew. Polly Plummer. If I'm not saying that correctly, I have to go back to the speech lessons. Polly is the first person to leave our world. She and Diggory take part in the very beginning of everything in The Magician's Nephew. Jadis. Oh, I wonder who he is. Jadis, the last queen of charm, which she herself destroyed. Jadis arrives in Narnia with Diggory and Polly and the Magician's Nephew, completely evil. She is also very dangerous and has taken over the land as the White Witch. Before she is challenged by the Pevensey children. Pevensey. And the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Uncle Andrew. Oh, wow, I wonder where we hear his. Mr. Andrew Ketlery thinks he is a magician, but like all who meddle with magic, he doesn't really know what he is doing. The results are dire in The Magician's Nephew. The Pevensies. King Peter the Magnificent, the High King. Susan Pevensey, Queen Susan the Gentle. Edmund Pevensey, King Edmund the Just. Lucy Pevensey, Queen Lucy the Valiant. The four Pevensies, brothers and sisters, visited Narnia at the time of the Winter Rule, and the White Witch, Brothers and sisters visited Narnia at the time of the Winter Rule of the White Witch. Winter Rule of the White Witch. Why could I not say that sign? Or sentence, not sign. They remained there for many Narnian years and established the Golden Age of Narnia. Peter is the oldest, followed by Susan, then Edmund, and Lucy. They are all the Lion and the Witch in the Wardrobe and Prince Caspian. Edmund and Lucy are also in the Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Edmund and Lucy and Susan appear in The Horse and His Boy. And Peter and Edmund and Lucy appear in The Last Battle, Shasta. There is a mystery about this adopted son of a Calormene fisherman. Calormene fisherman. He is not what he seems, as he himself discovers the horse and his boy. Bree. This great war horse is also unusual. He was kidnapped as a foal from his forests of Narnia and sold as a slave horse in the Carlamine, a country across Archenland and far south of Narnia. His real adventures begin when he tries to escape in The Horse and His Boy of Aravis. Aravis is a Tarkina, a Carloman nobleman. But even so, can you stop rubbing yourself on my hand as I'm trying to read, sir? Thank you. But even so, he has many good points, and they come to light in The Horse and His Boy. Finn, I am praying to God I say that correctly. Can you stop, sir? Hien is a good-natured, sensible horse, another slave taken from Narnia. She and Aravis become friends in The Horse and His Boy, Prince Caspian. I may have to say this in another video. Can you stop? I have a cat trying to rub against my hand as I'm trying to read this shit. Don't do this to your books. This is a bad book move. He is the nephew of King Miraz and is known as Caspian the 10th, son of Caspian and the true king of Narnia, king of all Narnians. He is also called a Tarmarine of Narnia, lord of Cair Paravel and emperor of the Lone Islands. He appears in Prince Caspian, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, The Silver Chain, and The Last Battle. Miraz is a Telmarine from the land of Telmar, from far beyond the western mountains. Originally, the ancestors of the Telmarines came from our world, so that's yours and ours world, and the usurper throne of Narnia in Prince Caspian. Alright, I'm going to make the rest a second video.